Woza. SoccerBeat. This one, SoccerBeat family, needs you to all gather around. This one is for you. This one is especially for you. This is a man you've been asking for to engage with. We've crafted all your questions from the comments, from the engagement, everything that you want to know. Right now, we've had our opportunity. He's come to talk to you, SoccerBeat family. Millions, Minister, are going to be watching this. And they're starting to understand the game that we are in now on YouTube. You know, there's something called a subscription. And our subscription base has grown, Minister. But there's also something called the like. You know, in a like, when you get to class, the teacher comes in and says, "Good morning, class. Is Umjaka present?" And I say, "Yes, I'm present, miss," and that's my like. And then my guest today, present with you, SoccerBeat family, is the Honorable Sports and Culture Minister, Gayton McKenzie. Minister, this one, millions and millions and millions of South Africans are here to witness this conversation between you and I for the SoccerBeat family and the fans out there. Minister, I'm sure you're going through moments of joy and emotion. What has happened in the past few days with Bafana Bafana?
No, thank you very much. You know, I'm also a person who always press my like on SoccerBeat. I check you guys, what you've done for soccer. That for me is just marvelous. You keep the fans on. So guys, press like. Listen, for me, I can tell you, Bafana Bafana has taken me in 1 week. This is it. I was upbeat. After the Zimbabwean game, I went down. Just as I thought, I can't go more down. Cape Verde. Yo. When Cape Verde qualified, ay. You know, if I was on a natural diet, I couldn't eat. You know what? After Zimbabwe, I was hurt. But when I saw Cape Verde, like, it's really chwani, man. Just Hilbro, you know, that small place, they qualified. I'm like, yo, this can't be. Wake me up. This is a bad dream. But I never lost hope. I was even tweeting. I was saying, guys, we are going there. I was speaking to the captain, Ronwen. I was speaking to Lyle. These guys, they told me, Minister, we are going to qualify. Yo. When that first goal went in, you know, I remember one guy still wanted to talk to me, the 10 that wait, go pray because we're already bolo. Go pray for us. But about football, people that love football. I can't remember when last I was so happy in my life. I can't remember. You know, I can't remember. They say, no, Nigeria didn't do us a favor. Nigeria did themselves a favor. South Africa did South Africa a favor. They say, no, we must support Nigeria. I'm not supporting Nigeria. I'm going to pray they must lose. They must not qualify. Other African countries must qualify because Nigeria was the one that was pushing for us to be dog points. I'm not these soccer supporters. So I want you to know, as the minister, I'm saying to you, I am praying Nigeria must not qualify. I want other African countries to qualify. I'm not those type I saw. They say, no, Nigeria must now qualify. Qualify what? Let them stay here. They must watch Bafana Bafana on TV. They must stay there. They did themselves a favor.
I think more than anything, Minister, I'm sure you related to how we also did it as Bafana Bafana, how we did it, you know. There's a lot of South African flavor. I could see the way you're just hugging Sipho Mbule. It was like a son, you know,
Yes.
who has delivered a South African style of football to glory.
You know, what you're saying, that's the truth. You know, some countries, when they play, you just see the jets coming in. The players are now, then you get the overseas players, then they must leave afterwards. They don't even want to play so hard because they don't want to risk injuries and stuff like that. Aye, Mona, this is homeboys. These are, and it speaks to the PSL. It speaks to the quality that the PSL is producing. It speaks to that. We must be honest about that. to say that we are producing world-class players. One mistake, you see me, I can never be a coach because I don't have the temperament to be a coach. Muga got our own goal with I go in the field where they bought you. So I don't have that temperament of being a coach. But I pray to say Hugo Bruce. I ask authority at least about one long overseas all of a sudden now. You know, you see that happening with teams. They play with local guys when they qualify. All of a sudden now people are being called, oh no, my grandfather was South African. You know, my grandfather was in South Africa. My great-grandfather, man, was in South Africa. I might play, you must, no. Then they're going to show us miracles. We don't want those things of, no. You know, my aunt is from South Africa. I'm told I was born in Soweto. Yeah, I was born in Soweto. I'm now on my South African citizenship. Whoa. Referring our players. We have our players. We must go with the people that got us there. I've got faith in them. You know Hugo Bruce? I've got faith in that man. That man. When I saw Hugo Bruce being appointed, I'm like, yo, why they bring us Joe
Thank you,
Biden?
Minister.
They bring us Joe Biden here. This old man, what is he going to do here? Ay. That man, I got respect for him. You know, I've got respect for that coach. I went there. I was so happy, man. You know, if you to ask me like 100,000 that time, I'm sure I would have just said, take. I can't remember when I was so happy. When the first goal went in, I think it was Oswan. Apollos, when he scored, yeah, I knew. You know, and what? The second goal, the third goal. When the final whistle went, I was on the field. I was there. I was hugging them. It's like my sons. I was hugging them. I was hugging every player. There's no player I didn't hug. The TV just caught me with hugging him. But I hugged everyone. I was, even the reserves, the one that was not even sweating, I was hugging them. I was sweating like I was the one playing. When we went into the dressing room, yo. I remember I was walking with the MEC of Mbombela, of Mpumalanga. I said to him, me, you must stand outside. I'm going inside now. You don't know if the guys are naked. We don't want you tomorrow to see things you don't want to see. I went in, we were dancing. You know, we were dancing, we were singing. That time the coach's birthday was interviews with you guys.
Ah, man.
It was, they called their families. I spoke to their families. People don't understand. These boys, I was so happy for them. I was part of their story, getting them sponsorship, giving them money. Even now, I called the CFO here in my office. He's here. He just came to say, Chief, we must come give them extra money again. We must incentivize them. He's here, sitting in front of me, holding his head. Yeah, I'm calling him to say, hey. I called him here, I said, come here. I want to see you. We must go see what is there in the corner. We can just give them. They made us happy, man. Happy. They brought our dignity. You know, when you are minister, you go to other ministers like the Italian minister, the Brazilian minister, they talk football. Like, you guys will meet at the World Cup. Now, McKenzie can also talk, yeah, you know. We'll meet by the World Cup. We will meet by the World Cup. These boys, what they've done for us. Hulle het ons mense gemaak, man. Yeah. I'm the happiest minister ever.
Your connection to soccer, your connection to the game, Minister, I mean, even to the local game domestically, now really connects. You know, now you can, as you say, you know, on the domestic front, there's a lot of action happening. You know, Siwelele is back up. really pushing. Now even the national team also taking you to these new areas. Your love for soccer has probably been rekindled to another level now.
I tell you something. I grew up. Now, I don't know soccer yesterday. I grew up with football. I don't play like a ball. I've never missed a football game over weekend, unless there's a funeral or something. I've been following soccer from the time of Andy Jesus Karadziński. I've been following soccer Professor Ngubani, Tines Likawana Tata, Ace Ntulane. I know football. I grew up with football. I grew up, Ace Mnini. You don't tell me nothing about it. I come from a family of footballers. But I don't know how God worked, man. I always wanted to be a top soccer player, man. I tried to play. I was trying so hard to become a soccer player. That was my dream. My sons, top soccer players. My family is a soccer family. That's why you see, we didn't bring Siwelele back as a family for profits or business. No. My son brought it back because Patuba Free Start, Marcel, they went without the team. Marumo helped us there, but also Marumo can leave anytime. Bobby has been trying to make me a Chiefs supporter. You are filling stadiums. Chiefs is a big team, Pella. Because Chiefs, when you're in prison, and Chiefs win, yo. You will not sleep. You will not sleep. That prison will shake. A man, 3:30, he's sleeping. You'll just hear he says, love and peace. In his sleep. Omi will just say, Amakosi, Amashe. Chiefs is not a manga team, let me tell you. You know the supporters of Chiefs. For 10 years, no cup. The ones that are winning cups, they can't fill stadiums. Chiefs fill a stadium with no cup. Jessica Motaung is my friend. And I tell her, I said, yeah, Chiefs is what all teams should become. In KZN with the NetBank, I was invited after the game to this dinner. When I got there, it's those small food, those small 7-course meals. After that, I was more hungry. That was around 1 o'clock. Chief supporters, they were filling the streets even then. So we are just jealous of Chiefs, I want to confess. Mina, I don't like you. Chiefs is a big team. We must not lie. And I like the Chiefs supporters. How would you know they are angry because they say there's no Chiefs players? So I've never, when Mam Kaizer bought Siwelele, I was not a minister. I went to Mam Kaizer. I said, you can't take this team out of Bloemfontein. This is all we know. Ribanaba Blom, Ribanaba Umama, Rimatseleron. She said, I paid for this team. I said, I'll give you more than what you paid for. She said, let me speak to my father. I said, if you pay 30 million, I'll give you 40 million. I'll give it to you tomorrow. She said, let me speak to my father. Her father said, no. I said, I'll give you more. Because I wanted, because Kirata Batuba Masele, Kilisele na. Then I became a minister. People promised me, hey, we are bringing Siwelele back. I said, yes. Kandi, they are just liars. Babua Makafela. They were just lying. Then I told my son, boy, I promised the people, you must help your father now. Because go make us see what you can do. He spoke to many teams, eventually went to an auction of Supersport. No, Siwelele is back. How na mo young thing? How na mo young thing? It is home. People are happy. Kisiwelele sarona. How na mo young thing? We even have a song like that. It's going nowhere. So for me, we can emulate from the Pirates and Chiefs supporters. Bra Motsepe, the Motsepe family. They have done a lot for our football. Marma Sundowns, but they don't go to the games. I've seen. But the Mutsepes has done so much for soccer. The least they must do to support a team. Sundowns is not a small team. Sundowns has really upped the game when it comes to our football. Sundowns has introduced the international world to our football. So I want to talk to Batubabo Mamelodi. Linali team. Team ya Mamelodi. It has the classes carrying banally team. You must support the team. You must go to the stadium. That family has invested so much into football. They must support the team. It's embarrassing sometimes. You see there's Sundowns playing. Sundowns is not a small team. We can understand. Last week 2 weeks ago, I went to Northwest. Kito Lukisa Tabata Orbit FC. Orbit FC does not have a stadium. We can't have Orbit FC but the game in Sabon. So those boys, we must also do this. So now I'm a minister of Ratang Paul, Kirata Soccer. I don't prioritize. I want every team where I can help. I must help. We can learn, people, they like to talk about Dr. Koza, but what about the son? Very professional. Running the team. I was telling team, Sukazi, I said, Aymar, your team, they got the best outfits. It's African, it's the best soccer outfit in the PSL. So I want all the teams. My heart was sore when Cape Town City was relegated. But luckily, they're still Stellenbosch for the people of Cape Town.
I love the mood you are in, Minister. I love the mood you are in. First, let's take the moment to wish Dr. Kaizer Motaung a happy birthday. Of course, he's the one person you're jealous of. So maybe this is the moment to wish him happy birthday before we get into the investigation, Minister, thereafter. The suspension of the mishandling of the Mugwena issue. We have to get into that. But let's wish.
But let me wish Brakeza, Chinsha Goluva. To Brakeza, you have made what the league is today. You were the pioneer. At that age, during apartheid, for your talent to be seen from America, I think he played for, if I'm not mistaken, he played for Atlanta Chiefs. When the mayor of Atlanta visited me and his delegation, the South African that they knew was Kaizer Motaung, Chinsha Goluva. Imagine a current mayor of Atlanta asking the Minister of South Africa, when I come to South Africa, can I please see Mr. Kaizer Motaung? I said, yeah, of course. So, Brakeza, we love you. We're jealous of your team. I love you with all my heart. I respect you. Your children are my friends. You have built an empire. You've built the biggest team in Africa. And I say that very, very grudgingly, very jealously. You've built the biggest team in Africa. And for that, your name shall live forever and ever.
I'm sorry to take you from up there to down. The Mugwena issue was one that worried everybody in South Africa, Minister. All the fans, and of course it hit us hard. We lost the 3 points. What's going on now from here? Because the people definitely want to know.
I heard now before I came on the show, I saw Dr. Denny Jordan saying we are over the stage. We must forget about that. That's not how you run things. And I don't know what Doctor was thinking when he said that. It is unfortunate what happened. But we have to investigate this matter. The public, the soccer-loving nation, was nearly robbed of our greatest happiness. We must get to the bottom of it. And this is not me interfering in soccer, because FIFA is against that. Brand South Africa is being taken through the mud, because we now look like we were trying to cheat South Africa. We look like we are not honest people. We wanted the unfair advantage. So it is, I heard Hugo Bruce and Danny now saying we must forget about this matter. Hugo Bruce, we love him, but he's going to retire soon. We still have Bafana Bafana here. We need people in that position that understand the rules and that understand what's dependent on them. The guys are going to get yellow cards there. If we don't deal with this issue, what happens if a player gets a yellow card again? Mukwena gets another 2 yellow cards and he plays again. Can we blame that person that put him in again if there was no consequence management? I can promise people tonight I'll be posting on my social media and the media of the department the letter that I've written to CAF and to FIFA to inform them that we as the department is formally going to investigate this matter. We need to know this is not revenge. This is accountability. I can't be a minister then nonsense like that happen and then I move on. So to the SoccerBeat nation, I want to say to you, rest assured, I'm not looking for revenge. I'm looking for justice. Because tomorrow, if something like that happens again, this is not things that will happen under my watch. I'm not a minister that's going to let things be swept under the carpet. SAFA has done well. I've given Danny Jordan 2 KPIs. I said to him, Africa Cup of Nations, you must qualify. I said, World Cup, Danny Jordan has delivered. Whether you like Danny or what, he has delivered. But we cannot sweep this thing under the carpet. Mina, minister this thing will be investigated. Action will be taken. We'll make sure it never happens again. It never happens again. I'm not going to be told what my job entails. Imagine I have a boss. I have a boss. The president is my boss. Imagine if the president sends me a mail, my boss, asking me, can you give me a report of what happened with South Africa's name being? What will I say? No, President Danny said we must not investigate. Bruce, nonsense. That's nonsense. There will be an investigation. Investigation, high closely tabolarona. With investigation, we are still happy. Our happiness is not dependent on an investigation. We mustn't think like that. There must be consequence management. And I'm saying to you and to the SoccerBeat people today, FIFA is getting a letter. Today, CAF is getting a letter. Today, SAFA is getting a letter to tell them about our intention to investigate what happened so that we can't make the same mistake again. So we must learn from this incident. If there was some manga business, we must know. This thing could have been, we must not get excited now. Our excitement must not make us stupid. We must now say, hey, we've qualified. Let's forget about those things. No, we can't. I'm going to take action. I'm going to investigate.
I like that you say we mustn't get too excited, because there are other issues that we do know about that are gonna come up. They're gonna happen, and they happen over and over and over with our national teams, our minister. In that, every time we go to tournaments, there's issues of bonuses, there's issues of what salary they're gonna get while they are there, how much per diems they're gonna get, the merchandise that they wear during camp. Do they have enough t-shirts to change? I mean, hearing some stories about the girls even struggling to have more than one piece of uniform to change while on tour. So these things do come up over and over. How are we gonna, I mean, yes, it's one thing now you're talking about reacting to a situation, you want a report, but there's things that you do know that keep on haunting South Africa every time we go to such big tournaments. How are we going to avoid those? Are you going to try and attack those early? How are you going to meet those halfway before they even happen, Minister?
No, I more than anybody knows that. Last year, December, there was no money to pay Bruce. There was no money to pay Mkelele. There was no money to pay the players. There was no money to play the women team. I, as the minister, I had to sign a check in advance that I would give SAFA his money. I had to bring out the money early so that our players must not go into Christmas. So people, they say, McKenzie is always there. Yes, I'm there during the good and the bad times. During the bad times, when you were eating Christmas food, I was the one making sure they get Christmas money. So SAFA needs help. But it's not only the fault of SAFA. Let me explain. There was a time when Cricket South Africa had 1 billion rands in the bank. SARU, rugby, the sponsors are falling over their feet to sponsor them. There's no money in football. I'm the one that took honor by the hand and said, go there, go to SAFA, go help with our soccer. I'm the one. Honor. I love that company. They went and they said, we will give money. Because you have a minister that understands football, a minister that is taking his job serious. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to first start to give them a bonus. After giving them a bonus, I'm going to ask the other companies to bring also a bonus. But I can't go and ask for a bonus if I, CFO, look, the CFO is still holding his head here. If I'm the one that's not giving a bonus. So Mackenzie's bonus must first come. Yes, and then I'm going to the big guns and say to them, more Betway, more Hollywood bet. I'm going to them. I'm going to get a serious sponsor for us for the African Nations Cup. Get a serious sponsor for us. Our players can't play there like Rimadidi, man. Rasukula, Rimasukular. This is the national team. They must change clothes. Imagine a young boy asks the t-shirt. And they can't give the young boy because that's the only t-shirt they have. Come on. Arimadidi, man. As a minister, I'm leading from the front. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the first bonus. After the bonus, I'm phoning them. They must bring money. These boys, you know, when the Rugby World Cup, the rugby guys, they get watchers. They get everything because the sponsors are there. We want the same thing with Bafana Bafana. I'm going to speak to serious people in this country to come and assist these boys. This is the pride of our nation. If we are struggling at the African Cup of Nations, you must forget about World Cup. Then I'm not a minister. Then ufela kintweba bile ufela mona cut the ribbon. Then I'm not a minister. We are going there. When we even the bus, do we drive in? We must look, we are the biggest country in Africa. Keep on Nigeria, Basukula qualify, we have qualified. Bob Benin. We must not look like a country like we have one taxi rank here. Hey, come on. We are a serious country. We have international airports. We don't have one airport here. So when the players arrive from the suits to the track suits, I am meeting SAFA next week. And I'm going to give them what I'm going to assist them with. They need help. I am leading now together with SAFA to fix the players. If there's no food, there's no clothes, they must blame me because President Ramaphosa put me here to fix this type of things. South Africa, I want to thank you. Bafana Bafana. Happy birthday, Dr. Kaizer Chiefs. Thank you. To Dr. Koza, I want to thank you. To Danny Jordan, I want to thank you. You've done what I asked you to do. I asked you for two things. You've done that. Barikilo said, Danny, how do I fight him if he's done the things I said? If he didn't qualify, I would have asked for his removal. But the man has done what I asked him to do. When I asked you for something and you give it to me, what must I do? He's delivered. We must now help it. Get sponsorship. SoccerBeat. You are the best.
Let the beat do the talking. That was the Honorable Minister McKenzie. My name is Umjaka. Let the beat do the talking. What's the SoccerBeat? SoccerBeat.